Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel. I am your host Sleepy Celestial. So now this is going to be video 2. So we're covering now the men's 100 meters. Now Kishane Thompson is back after winning the Jamaican senior trials at Jamaica. Now he's back to be at Prefontaine Classic. Like I said, celebrating his 50 years of non-stop competition. We just got to see Julian Alford and Melissa Jefferson went at it. Now we're back to see what the men's 100 meters look like. Now, like I said, spoiler free, we did not cover anything of some sort on the channel. So it's good to come in to give my fresh opinion on the race. And we're going to continue that set list by looking at the 200 as well. And then after the 200, we're going to cover the 400 and then the 400 hurdles and the 800. And then if I have the time, I'll see if I could cover the women's high hurdles, low hurdles, I think, the intermediate hurdles. And then we will close out. I think that's the best thing. If I ever get the chance to cover everything, maybe at the USA's we'll cover every event, but for now we're very limited on what we could cover. So without further ado guys, the men's 100 meters at the Nike Prefontaine, let's check it out. There he is. Like I said, and I'm gonna say this yet again, he is so dangerous to me. I think he posed the biggest threat to Noah Lyles and anybody else that's trying to come in to claim that title. Now, last year, we know how so close it was for him to win the Olympic title. It was him and Noah going neck for neck. They didn't even know who won last year, right? That was even more crazier. But in this field right now, they have some heavy hitters. So let's check it out.
Good crowd. And he looks full of confidence, as he should. He's just become the 6th fastest man ever.
Yeah.
With that
look, I need people to look at these record holders of the different position placement. Usain Bolt, of course, there's no surprise. Tyson Gay and Johan Blake holds the 969 from 2009 and 2012. Then you also have Asafa Powell with the 972, and of course Justin Gatlin. So we have 2 Americans and 3 Jamaicans. And the craziest thing, and I'm gonna say this again, I have a prediction. If Kishane now is the 6th fastest of all time, I would not be surprised if Kishane could run a 9.7, like a 9.7 flat, which would put him at number 4 all time. Because it's gonna take a lot to bring you to where Usain Bolt 9.5 is. But like I said, we never know what's gonna happen, and he's still young, so you never know what he could produce. But he is now one of the top. He's definitely top 6 of all time now, and in order for someone to close that gap, and he's getting faster, I don't know how people are gonna beat this. And you still have Oblique Seville over there too, which is Johan Blake 2.0. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just holding down to what's gonna happen here.
0.75. That's the fastest 100-meter time that's been run in the world in 10 years, and that makes him a big favorite here. Even though he's just
is that Trayvon Bromell?
His national championships last weekend in Kingston. 9.75. Guess who else is running well?
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's definitely one of my favorite athletes as well. So Trayvon Bromell is back. I'm so proud of him to be back. He suffered a lot of injuries, but I'm happy he's back. He is a 2-time world bronze medalist, 2015 and 2022. He made the podium in 2022. He was 1, 2, and 3 when it was a U.S. blur at the World Championship in Eugene, Oregon. in 2022. And he's been running well. He is number 2 all time on, I think, for this year, if I'm not mistaken.
This year, the United States, Trayvon Burmell. Well, he's got a best of 9.76, but he's run 9.84 this year, and he figures to be Thompson's chief opposition here. He'll be in lane 6. Well, the stars keep coming because in lane 4,
look at this. Okay, you have Jeremiah Azu, Alens Kenny, Akeem Blake, Christian Coleman is also here, which is the fastest starter of all time to me. Kishane Thompson, Trayvon Burmell, Zarnell Hughes from UK, and you also have Brendan Hicklin and Brian Wolazin.
He's won this event 3 times. Christian Coleman. Yeah, he's won the last 2. He's trying to go for 3 in a row. His personal best is 9.76, and he ran that when he won the world title in 2019. But since then, he has not made any podiums, and he missed the 100-meter team for the U.S. last year. So he has now switched coaches, being coached by Dennis Mitchell, training with Sha'Carri Richardson with that group in Orlando, Florida. And he's trying to bounce back because he has to try to make the team in about a month.
And that's another thing. Trayvon is gonna definitely make the team, but you also have Christian Coleman never made a team. He always gets so close, but then it's like faith is like telling him, like, you gotta hold on, there's great more things to come. Like, he is a beast, and he almost edged out even Usain Bolt at a point until Justin Gatlin won in lane, I think, 8 or 9 at the London 2017. Yeah, this is insane.
To get back to his podium ways.
Well, that's a good question, because he said new program, new training program, new training group. So is this a new iteration of Christian Coleman? Great Britain star Zarnell Hughes, you can see him out in lane 7.
And if I'm not mistaken, most of the podium from Paris is also here as well. So let's see what's gonna happen. Alright. And if you see, Bromell and Coleman got out so quickly ahead of Kishane Thompson, and they almost had a slight meter ahead of him. But Kishane has this weird ability where once he starts powering out, his front mechanic becomes so deadly that the knee lift he has, it's kind of very imposing and scary, because the moment he gets out, it's like he's flying. This is crazy. 85.
He was not challenged, and that was not close.
Oh
so
my God.
See Noah Lyles very soon when he competes in London. But you better believe that the first 2 across the line in Paris are already on a collision course for mid-September in Paris. So Kishane Thompson is dead center of your field, of your picture, 4 to your left, 4 to your right. He was
the way he, like I'm saying this right now again, the way he powers off to even hold off a Christian Coleman and a Bromell that is getting fit is very disturbing to me, because look at the gap between him and everybody else. He have at least a 5 meter space between them, 4 or 3 meters ahead of them, and it's like now everybody has to work from the back to try to catch him. And by the time, if he keeps that up, by the time they trying to actually beat him, it's gonna slightly be too late, which is what I'm afraid of. But hey, it's better to speak the truth now.
This is how he's been running all year.
This is how he's been running all year. From the trials at the Jamaica to now Prefontaine, this is what this man's been doing, crushing dreams.
He can stay with him through the second half. I don't even think he got a particularly good start in this race.
To even hold off for Christian Coleman though, And Bromell, and look, Bromell is looking at him as he power away from him.
And he still proves
Everybody's eyes are on him,
he's got to be a little
but the closing is too much.
bit. He's got to be a little. Yeah, see how he's a little ungainly here. But
He just, and that's another thing. It seems as if he likes more rotation on one side of his body than the other. But other than that, he has a solid win. A solid win. And he has a big chance of getting that title underneath Noah. Now, the last person that won 1, 2, and 3 at the previous championship was Noah Lyles. But will he be challenging Noah Lyles to this shit now? Only time will tell. But like I said, thank you guys for watching this with me and reacting with me. We are heading to the 200 next for women's and men's. And then we will start closing out with the 400. And then later on tonight, we will cover the 400 meter hurdles, as well as the intermediate 110 hurdles. So let's go there now, and I'll see you guys in the 200. Bye bye.